Hello, today we are going to work on using Microsoft PowerPoint to create an interactive story. For this lesson, you are going to learn how to insert a background, insert text, and an image. So let's begin. To insert a background, you need to click on the Design tab up on top. And instead of the typical old PowerPoint presentation backgrounds, we're going to bypass all that because we are making a story. So we need to build a little flair, a little character, a little scenery to our story. So we are going to go to Format Background. And in here, we're going to ignore solid fill, gradient fill. We're going to skip on down to picture or texture fill. Here is where you can choose an image online, and I'm going to show you in a separate video clip how to do this. But for today, we're going to stay right inside Microsoft, and I'm going to select on Online Images, and I'm going to look for hills. Rolling, nice green hills, and there's several pictures here for me to look at. What you want to keep in mind, we're going to discuss this for a moment, is the results are tagged with the Creative Commons license. That means they're free to you to use for educational purposes. So let's not X that out or show all results. Let's stay within our usage rights. I'm going to pick this as the background and click Insert. And as you'll notice, now it becomes my background. I can't touch it. I can't move it. So that's why it is important to go up to the Design tab, Format Background, and add that picture or gradient fill that's in here. Okay. So what you could do here is add your title. You can either elect to type the title directly in, or you can add word art. And that's what I'm going to do. We're going to add word art. We're going to make some adjustments to that as well. So I'm going to do Mary had a little lamb. Excellent. To delete the boxes on the back, you need to be select on the outside of the box, and then you press delete on the keyboard. Okay, so I'm going to move Mary had a little lamb up. And what you want to think to yourself is, does this look good against the background? What can I do to make it stand out, to give it a little bit of personality? So let's take a look. If your options do not show format on top, you need to make sure you are selected on the word art. And in the drop-down menu, you can always change the look and feel of word art, just like here. Let's take a look at a couple of the effects. You can add a rotational. It's a little too much, just to show you a rotational bevel. Okay. Just to give you a couple options. Just a typical bevel makes it look a little 3D. You could transform your text. You could add a glow. I'm going to add a glow to mine. Mary had a little lamb. Okay. Now you can change actually the text fill. And this actually, that was in there was a texture. It was a pattern. So you can actually change that to make it look like this. I'm not really sure if I like that particular texture. I'm going to go in and select this one here. And I'm going to change the size of my text. I want the title to stand out a little bit more, like this here. And of course, you need to add your name to the slide as the author. Again, if you are working with a background that's busy, I will show you that in a moment. A couple options for you to do: dark background, light text, light background, dark text. It's just easier on the eyes to read. And I'm just going in under the Home tab, changing some of my format. I'm going to put this over on the side here by Mrs. Bloom. There we go. Now we need to add a character to our title page. There are several ways to do that. For this particular lesson for today, I'm going to teach you how to utilize the online pictures in Microsoft. So you go to Insert Online Pictures, and we are going to look for a lamb. Great. Again, we are going to keep the results are for the Creative Commons. And I'm going to find myself a nice cutesy wootsy lamb. Going to click Insert. Well, and he has a white background. I'm actually going to show you that in a little bit, how to remove a background. So let's keep it simple for right now. And I will select this lamb. Okay. You shrink him down by selecting the corner and drawing him in. Okay. If he's up close, he's going to be larger. If he's in the background, of course, you want to make him smaller. So keep perspective in mind. And then we'll keep it at this for right now. Okay, so I developed my first basic introductory slide by showing you a couple of elements: insert online pictures, insert clip art, changing the clip art, changing the words here, and inserting a background.